Have you ever found yourself in a situation where a woman you thought had feelings for you suddenly starts to ignore you? She pulls back, becomes distant, and you're left wondering, did I do something wrong? Or worse, was it all in my head? Well, what? If I told you that sometimes when a woman is deeply in love, she doesn't come closer, she pulls away. Yes, it's confusing. Yes, she pulls away hurts. But there's more going on beneath the surface than you think. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the psychology behind why women sometimes ignore the very people they're falling in love with. And by the end, you'll not only understand her behavior, you'll start to see it as a silent confession of how much she truly cares. The every time stoic of love of love. Love is not always loud. It's not always obvious. In fact, sometimes love is quiet. Sometimes it hides. And when it comes to women, especially emotionally intelligent or guarded ones, love doesn't always manifest through pursuit. Instead, it might show up as hesitation, as withdrawal, as silence. Psychologists call this the approach avoidance conflict. It happens when someone wants something very badly like emotional connection, intimacy, or closeness, but fears the consequences that come with it. In this case, she may vulnerability love you, but that very love creates vulnerability. And vulnerability scares her. She may start to overthink. What if he doesn't feel the same? What if I give my all and get hurt? What if I lose myself in this? So instead of leaning in, she pulls back. Not because she doesn't care, but because she cares too much. Her silence is not rejection. Silence is not rejection. We've been taught that. If someone loves you, they should chase you, text you, call you, and show up consistently, right? But love, especially for women who've been hurt in the past, doesn't always follow that script. When a woman ignores you, it's easy to assume she's losing interest. But sometimes she's actually protecting herself. Her silence is not rejection, it's self-preservation. She might check her phone a dozen times to see if you've messaged. She may write and delete texts. She might even cry at night, wondering why she can't bring herself to be honest about how she feels. It's not you she's unsure of, it's herself. Because loving someone deeply means surrendering control. And for some women, that's terrifying. So they stay silent, distant, cold on the surface, but burning inside. Past pain shapes. Past pain shapes love. Present love. Let's talk about the past because behind every woman who hesitates to love deeply is a story. Maybe she trusted someone once only to be betrayed. Maybe she gave her heart fully and it was broken into pieces. Maybe she was emotionally abandoned by someone she once adored. That kind of pain doesn't disappear. It lingers. It makes her build walls instead of bridges. So when walls instead of bridges, she starts falling for you. She remembers the scars. She remembers the promises that weren't kept. The nights she cried alone, the pieces she had to pick up by herself. And so, even though her heart beats louder for you, her mind whispers, protect yourself. This internal conflict creates distance, not because she wants to lose you, but because she's afraid to lose herself again. Emotional overload. Love is emotional. Overload overwhelming. For someone who feels deeply, falling in love can feel like drowning in emotion. It's a beautiful kind of chaos, but it's chaos nonetheless. Women, especially sensitive or intuitive ones, often feel things more intensely than they let on. And when they realize they've fallen for someone, it can hit them like a tidal wave. That emotional overload can trigger withdrawal. Instead of confessing their feelings, they might avoid contact. They might appear indifferent. They may act like they're too busy, too occupied, too uninterested, but in reality, they're trying to find balance. They're trying to process the storm inside their heart. And sometimes